Alright, so I nearly jacked up and got my friend messed up. For free, skip through to the exciting stuff. I'm just gonna play this through and see how nice and calm, smoothly everything was going, and then how quickly it wasn't. So we'll talk about it at the end. And yeah. And there is some cursing in this. My apologies. I just want y'all to be aware. Y'all can click off if that's going to be a problem. And my apologies.
All right, fellas, how we doing? All right, we got some dangerous stuff. I do love it. Don't ask me why. All right, this tree here is large. I wish the film could do it better justice, but it doesn't. This guy rotted, fell down here, and he's propped up in there, which makes this all kinds of dangerous. There's not a good tree to smack it. I'm afraid if I were like to start cutting on it or pulling on with horses, the top, and maybe show right in the top, flip out and come back the wrong way. So I think the safest thing for me to do is to cut this pig. That's a chunky monkey. That's a very nice chunky monkey. Oh, I wish I had a camera point over there. Oh, that's so beautiful. Can you believe I get paid to do this? I get paid to work my horses and knock shit down. Come on. I love my job. Let's see here. Average is almost to the middle there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On this V, we'll get 8 cuts. Well, 8 tall, but we'll get 9 because we got 1 off of this one. Cuts out 1 tree. Nice. I like for my measuring sticks, depending on in steep country, I don't like using a measuring stick. In flat country, when we're hauling this type of mill, it works out pretty good. But I like one with a V. That way you can lay it on the edge of the log and it doesn't roll off. You can be off center. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cuts off of that side, and this side over here we'll get 8 cuts. Well, 8 tall off of it, 9 cuts total because of V's. And we didn't bust the V, so that's nice. It's tough to, these big trees, it's tough to land them right sometimes where they don't do that. Sometimes it just can't be helped. I like on my measuring stick. In steep country, I don't like using a measuring stick, but I like for my measuring stick to have a V in it. I'm getting to like that more and more. Where when you throw on a log, it doesn't roll off like used to, you know, if it's just a real straight stick, it just roll off of there. But that V, it just makes it where you can kind of set it on there, a little bit more diverse terrain. and it stays put. All right. All right. All right. Ooh. Back it. Back it. Back it. One step. Back it. Back it. Back it. Back it.
Oh, we'll get some footage now.
Why not? Back it. Whoa. Yeah. Huh?
I said, oh, yeah.
And we didn't even bust it at the top.
Oh, I told you it wasn't going to bust at the top. I had confidence in you.
Well, I'm glad somebody did.
If it had turned
Ooh.
and landed there, it's probably sitting there.
It would split maybe a ways down.
Yeah. You ever dealt with Haskell and Hughes over Collinwood?
No, sir.
They would grade a log like that stump. They would grade it, and 2/3 of the stump they grade number 1, and then a third of it grade number 2.
Really?
And there's a man there with a machine, and he put a barcode on every. Yeah, that's a good tree. See, it's got a knot here too.
Yeah.
It wasn't all grade, but now this is all grade good.
Back.
That tree right there, measuring this end, 24 inches.
Really? Is that something? Alright, take these chuckleheads out of here.
Huh?
Take these chuckleheads out of here. I gotta work on this trail a little bit, anyhow.
Got a what?
You drive them. Back.
I can't drive them horses.
Back. Shit. Back. Jeff done told stories about you. I know better now.
You what?
Jeff done told stories about you, how good you were. I know better than that.
I'll get them hung up trying to get out of here.
No, you won't. I
I'll
want to go.
get them hung up trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
And fall off this thing and hurt myself.
Well, now look. If he goes a pulling on you, you yank him and you saw their asses down. Like he's the hardest in the mouth horse I've ever owned. And he's been that way since he was a 2-year-old. But if you saw him just a little bit, he'll do right. Let me get that chainsaw. Move.
Also cheat just a little bit. Bag more. You hear me? See the feet just a little bit. No, you stand around and put them horses lined back up with it where that log come out. And just back straight in it. You just stop right here.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Boom. Good. It's heavy now.
Whoa! Started to fit. Back up. Back. Whoa.
I should have stopped. I heard it cracking. I thought it was going to pop loose.
Me too.
You got all that on video too.
Back up. Whoa.
Back.
Now
Again.
look, you just watch him. If he gets 1 inch forward, you snap the fuck out of him.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, when I heard that cracking, I should have stopped. I thought it was going to break loose.
That was my
And
bad.
this wheel, do you see what I'm saying about that wheel? When that wheel touched that log, that's when this thing started this way. Did it not?
All I know is that I blew the trap through, and I'm very sorry about that.
No,
I
when it started cracking, I should have stopped.
No, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at horses, and that was 100. The horses did right, you did right, I did wrong. I apologize for that.
I guess you're going to put that on Facebook the first thing.
Hell no.
Oh, yeah. Say, look at this fat old man. He rode her to the ground.
You know, it was like, here, look at me nearly killing my friend for no damn reason. That's 100% my bad.
All right. Are we going?
I'm going to stand on this side of the turn it flip and
Oh. Oh. Back, Lord. Back. Oh. Hook.
your hook.
Yeah, little. Yeah. Boom. Good.
That's my landowners. That's my landowner. So I nearly just jacked up my 70-year-old friend that's his first time ever being on a log arch. Because I didn't cut that log all the way through, and then I was off in law land. Horses did right, he did right, and I screwed that up.
He said, that ain't the way we're going. You ain't good.
There's an uphill pull. Not bad. It's just a little bit of an uphill pull. But he knows right when to stop and let him rest and blow. They're actually kind of revved up. They're, all last week, them horses were hot. And I mean, we moved 12,000 board feet last week out of here. And at the end of the week, they're acting like they're ready for a horse pull. And this week, they're a little bit calmer, but still. Not bad for one day. So, kind of funny. I didn't have permission to use any film. I asked Mr. Allen like the day before that morning or something. I said, hey, you camera shy? He said, camera what? I said, you camera shy. He said, I don't need to be on no dad blame video camera. Alright, well, I just leave my video camera running. It was after I started filming after lunch. I already got in a good amount of timber out. And he wasn't there, so I started filming. Well, I'll get some sort of little short clip together. Then he came down, and I'm like, well, I'll just leave it rolling. I'll edit out pieces where he's not there or something. I'll get something I can use and make a little, maybe something interesting or something. And things went wrong. He said, hey, you gonna put that on Facebook? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, you should. Why? He's like, well, people always want to show when things go right. They should see when things go right. All right. Other words, when I screw up, I have content. Yeah, great. I am sincerely embarrassed that I did that and set that scenario up. Very much not cool nor intentional. So Mr. Allen, a little bit of background on why I was wanting to drive my horses. He started a lot of teams. Anything to do from roping to whatever in the horse world, he's been there, done that. I mean, I've watched old videos of him at horse pools. Been around multiple teams that he started, and it does show. You know, there's signs of good horsemanship, and the horse doesn't lie. And so he's very calm and very patient with the team, and he works his lines differently than what I do. And my horses are polar opposites, and I wanted to watch and learn from him how he worked the lines and watch my horses, how they reacted to that. But he's logged a lot on the log wagon. He's never been on a log arch before this. Just got in the seat pretty much. And so take note how he responded, how he kept his voice calm. I was trying to keep mine calm, but I was livid at myself for allowing that to happen. And so he kept his voice calm. And when you're dealing with livestock, if you want to make everything 100 times worse, if things are going really wrong, just start raising your voice and letting your animals know that things aren't going right. That'll make it 100 times worse like that. So he just responded really well. The horses did right. He did nothing wrong, and I just set up a booby trap for him. And I am so embarrassed. I am ashamed to show this film. Honestly, it still bothers me. But
But it was a beautiful day. We got around 4,000 board feet. I really enjoy watching him drive my horses. I really enjoy that. That's fun. So yeah, when it's nice weather out and you're in nice timber, you're just sitting back like, what type of a nut job? Why aren't there horse loggers all over Tarnation? When you're in sorry timber and it's 105 degrees out, you're kind of like, what am I doing here? You know? But it was a beautiful day, and very grateful to Mr. Allen for all his help and allowing me to work his timber and for driving my horses. Y'all have a great one. Take care. So it was actually about 4,500 board feet. Got that day with Mr. Allen's help. For anybody that watches, like, what's the big deal? Well, what the big deal is, when that cart yanks and crashes down or whatever, one, just having a 400-pound arch laying on top of you can be less than fun. But also your horse is spooked from all that commotion and everything. You could have, they're hooked to two 24-inch logs. Our timber weighs 14 pounds of board foot, so that's like 5,500 pounds dragging over your friend. We got some boom. That's not very likely, but entirely possible. So it's that fast. For anybody that thinks, oh well, what's the big deal, whatever. Well, the big deal was you were seconds and moments away from possibly killing someone. That's the big deal, and that's why discipline with your horse is such a big deal. That's why I don't let anybody drive my horses. I'm extremely particular about that. Very picky about discipline with my horses. So when things do go wrong, I increase my odds of things going less wrong. So just want to point that out. Y'all have a great one.